This video is about the court system. Actually, I should say court systems because there is more than one. The federal government has a court system and each state has its own system. There's a lot of variety between these systems. Let's talk about the basic hierarchy. First of all, courts are either trial courts or appellate courts. Some trial courts have limited jurisdiction, meaning there are only certain types of cases they can hear. Others have general jurisdiction, meaning they can hear almost every kind of case. For example, in Maryland, the district court has limited jurisdiction and the circuit court has general jurisdiction. California does not have a separate limited jurisdiction court. Appellate courts are either the highest court in the state, which I call the court of last resort, or an intermediate court that sits between it and the highest trial court. Before we move on, let me mention some additional terminology that you'll sometimes hear about appeals. Sometimes when you appeal, the court you're appealing to is required to take your case. That's called an appeal as of right. Sometimes, however, a court is not required to take your case. That's called a discretionary appeal, and it's not your discretion. The court may decide not to hear your appeal. Typically, this would be the highest court and you've already had one appeal to the intermediate appellate court. Sometimes when you appeal, you get to present your case all over again to a different judge. This is called a trial de novo or appeal de novo. In California, an appeal from the Small Claims Division is de novo. Sometimes when you appeal, you don't get to present your case all over again. You are limited to arguing that the lower court judge made a mistake of law. This is called an appeal on the record. In California, when you appeal from Superior Court to the Court of Appeal, it is an appeal on the record. Now let's look at the California court structure. California's trial court is called the Superior Court. It has general jurisdiction over all California's civil and criminal cases. There is no trial court of limited jurisdiction in California, but the Superior Court has several divisions that act like limited jurisdiction courts. For example, there's the Family Division, the Small Claims Division, and the Probate Division, but it's all still the Superior Court. There are 58 Superior Courts, one in each county. They often sit to hear cases in more than one location. For example, the Superior Court of Riverside County sits in Riverside, Indio, Palm Springs, Banning, and a few other places. There are two appellate courts in California. The intermediate appellate court is called the California Court of Appeal. Notice there's no S at the end of appeal. Though it is only one court, it has 6 numbered districts, so you will often hear it referred to as the District Appellate Court. Riverside County is in the 4th District. Appeals from Riverside County are made to the Court of Appeal for the 4th District. The highest court in California is the Supreme Court of California. Now let's look at the federal system. First, we'll talk about Article 3 courts. Article 3 refers to Article 3 of the U.S. Constitution. Judges on Article 3 courts have to be appointed by the President and confirmed by the U.S. Senate. They have lifetime appointments. There is one Article 3 trial court of limited jurisdiction, the Court of International Trade. The trial court of general jurisdiction is called the U.S. District Court. There is one in every federal district. Every state has at least one federal district. California has 4. Riverside County is in the Central District of California. The Intermediate Appellate Court is called the U.S. Court of Appeals and is organized into 11 numbered circuits, 1st through 11th, and 2 named circuits, Federal Circuit and the District of Columbia Circuit. The federal trial courts in California fall under the appellate jurisdiction of the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 9th Circuit. The highest court in the federal system is, of course, the U.S. Supreme Court, also known as SCOTUS, which means Supreme Court of the United States, which has 9 justices and hears as few cases as it possibly can. The federal court system also includes Article 1 courts. Article I courts are created by Congress, but the judges appointed to them do not have life tenure. That's the basic difference between Article I and Article III courts. There are quite a few of these courts, and they change names fairly frequently. There's really only one Article I court that we need to talk about, and that's the U.S. Bankruptcy Court. There is one in each federal district, and they operate as part of the district court. They are administered by the judicial system. The judges are appointed for 15-year terms. The next video is about jurisdiction.